let's dig deep into Scurry, an underground horror movie that stages a single continuous shot. Jamie Costa awakens in a sinkhole caused by monsters who have emerged from under the ground and are attacking the surface. He soon finds Amalia, who is also seriously injured, and together they must go deeper underground to find a way out and evade the creatures around them. Scurry is from Australian director Luke Spark, who has helmed movies like the Occupation series and the recent Dinos in Vietnam flick Primitive War, which are quite ambitious for low-budget genre films. Here the gimmick is having the entire thing play out in real time, but unfortunately the gimmick is largely where the ambition ends. The opening moments of Scurry do show some promise, with an elaborate camera move from a skyscraper to a street to below it, where Costa spends the first few minutes with his arm pinned like in 127 hours. I know this was obviously made on an extreme tight budget, but the fact that it's playing out in a very tiny location with limited lighting, just 2 actors, and as a single shot is putting on so many limitations there's hardly enough for a movie at all. Well, I say a single shot because it very clearly isn't, with some quite conspicuous camera pans or total darkness to try and hide the joins, which are quite distracting. That might not have been a problem if, it was actually tense and claustrophobic, but it isn't, especially because we hardly see any of the arachnid monsters most of the time, with the camera even infuriatingly panning away from them in what are supposed to be the attack scenes to hide the budget and some dodgy effects. Aside from some clever stuff with a night vision camcorder, this is trying to mash up A Quiet Place and The Descent, but without the ingenuity or particularly the sound design of either. About 60% of this is just the actors heavily breathing in a hole lit only by a lighter, but you'll be glad when they aren't speaking because the character writing is terrible. The 2 leads are given this antagonistic relationship for absolutely no reason whatsoever other than just empty dramatic tension, and Amalia's character is so hostile, she threatens him with a gun several times. Why? There's so little going on. The plot information is drip-fed excruciatingly slowly. It takes us 70 minutes to find out what the female main character's name is. The exceptions are the bits where the characters stop to deliver these lengthy and clumsy backstory monologues that just halt the movie dead, and you still don't care about either of them. The ending, when it finally arrives, is so ludicrously drawn out over the space of 20 minutes or so that it will likely test the patience of whatever audience hasn't quit yet. This is such a thin gruel that it barely even has enough to sustain a short film, but to drag this out to 100 minutes is almost agonizingly boring. Just leave it in the dark.